my name is Lakin Carter and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so I'm back at it with another yoga flow. I know I've kind of been absent with my flows, but today I'm bringing you a 15 minutes plus a few extra bonus minutes flow that you can do any day, anywhere, no equipment, and just kind of warms up all of the areas of the body. A few staple movements that I like to add to all of my yoga classes, easy for any level. You won't need any equipment. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we are going to begin today's flow in a seated position on our mats. And that's kind of how we'll open with a few breaths instead of going to reclined Shavasana. Let's just take a cross-legged seated pose. You can rest your hands on top of your knees or move them into heart center, palms pressed together. And just take a moment here to get settled into that breath. Deep inhale up through the nose. And exhale back out through the nose. Make sure you're filling that belly with air every time. Nice deep breaths. And let's take one more here. Start to flutter the eyelids back open if they are closed. And just add a little bit of wrist rolling into those arms, those hands. And then I want you to go ahead and take a nice big inhale up, stretch those hands up, palms facing each other, and exhale, lower those arms back down. One more time, inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, slowly let them melt to either side of the body. Good, we're gonna make our way onto our back just so that we can add some core warm up. And once you're there, I want you to bring your legs up so you're in a reclined tabletop position. Knees are over hips and then ankles are in line with those knees. We're gonna lift our hands up, palms facing each other. And I want you to inhale, lower that right heel any amount. Exhale, draw it up. We're gonna alternate for 2. 3, make sure that core is engaged, that low back isn't dipping. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause here, flush fingertips behind ears. Inhale first. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders, ribs to hips. And we'll do the same thing this time, lead with the left for 1. 2, shoulders nice and wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Lower head, neck, and shoulders. Hands back up, palms facing each other. Extend those legs as much as you can. If you want to have a little bend in the knees, that's totally fine. And we're gonna do that same movement this time with straight legs. Now if this hurts your low back, feel free to keep that knee bent. Do whatever you need to do, and we'll alternate for 2. Again, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Flush fingertips behind ears again. Inhale first, exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Try and lift those shoulders far off the mat, engaging through the core. Again, that rib to hip fold, and lower that right heel, lift for 1. 2, again, if you need to take bent knees, go for it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Go ahead and bend those knees. I want you to keep that head, neck, and shoulder raised. You're going to extend that right leg, and we're just going to finish this core section off by a few yoga bites. So twist that right elbow to left knee, nice big twist, and swap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Hug those knees into the chest. Inhale and exhale. And then begin a gentle rock and roll all the way up to seated, and then over those legs coming into a tabletop position. So beginning with shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Start with that neutral spine, gaze is straight down to the mat. We're going to begin a little cat-cow flow. So on your next inhale, I want you to drop the belly, open through that chest, gaze is forward, not up. And exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone, slide the shoulders down. Inhale, hammock through that back. Be careful of that lower back. Exhale, curve the spine. Once more, inhale, hammock through the back, open up the chest, core is still engaged. And exhale, tuck everything back up as you stretch through those shoulders. Go ahead and come to a neutral tabletop again, so reset that spine so that it's nice and straight and neutral. You're going to go ahead and tuck those left toes if they aren't already. I want you to ground down through those finger pads, and you're going to slowly extend that right leg out so you're in kind of a balanced tabletop, but both of your hands are still grounded. Make sure those hips are nice and even. And then you're going to lower those right toes and lift them up for a count of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I want you to keep that leg raised so we've warmed up those hamstrings a little bit. From here, I want you to walk the left hand forward and then the right, and then walk it back. All right, again for 2. Good, keep that leg extended. 3, 4, and last one, 5. Awesome, go ahead and rebend that right knee, set it down, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So reground through those hands if you need to. Slowly extend through that left leg, heel driving back, toes pointed forward. Even out those hips, and then lower and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep it raised, and then we're going to do the same thing with those hands. Keep that balance, walking right hand forward, then left, and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Bend through that left knee, tuck both sets of toes, walk the hands forward, and let's head up and back into that downward facing dog. Allow that nice stretch of the hamstrings, pedal out through those knees, engage through those arms, slight micro bend in the elbows, and then come into stillness. On your next inhale, let's bend through those knees, gaze towards the thumbs, and exhale, hop or step all the way up to the hands. Inhale, come up half back, hands on shins. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, big circle up of those arms, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, hands on shins, half back again. Exhale, fold, bend through the knees as you plant the hands. As you exhale, exhale, you can either hop or step it back to that plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open through the collarbone. And exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Make sure those fingers are grounded. You're back in that exact position that you started in. Good. From here, we're going to go ahead and lift that right leg up, three-legged dog. Same thing in that tabletop where we had that one leg extended. Make sure those hips are evened out. So you don't want to be opening through that right hip, but make sure that those two frontal hip bones are squared to the mat. Inhale here with that leg extended. Exhale, crunch knee to nose, hold, and then sweep it back up, three-legged. Exhale, this time twist and crunch, and then send it back up, three-legged. Exhale, crunch knee to nose again, three-legged. Exhale, crunch and twist, three-legged. Once more going through this movement. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, twist that knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. And then one more time, you're gonna drive that knee forward, but I want you to step it through in between those hands. The back foot is going to open up to a 90-degree angle, and I want you to cartwheel the arms up, finding yourself in warrior three. So this is going to be a nice wide stance. The taller you are, the wider I want you to take it. Front knee is over ankle, back leg is pointed outwards to the left side of the mat, and then those arms are just facing opposite directions. Gaze is going to be over that front middle finger. Take a few deep inhales and exhales here. Holding this pose, keeping that front knee bent. And then take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to fold it forward. So placing that right hand inside of that right foot. If you have a yoga block and you'd like to set it there for support, or if you want to rest the hand inside of that shin, that's fine. But this is a side angle pose. So you can kind of add that pressure with the arm to the knee, but make sure that it's equal with the knee to the arm. Keep that straightened back leg. Left arm can reach forward. And then I want you to go ahead and inhale, sweep that left arm underneath that right leg, and exhale, shoot it back up for 5. Inhale, reach in that little hole. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and then go ahead and slowly let that left hand fall so that it is right beside the right hand. I want you to spin those left toes forward. Go ahead and drop those knees, and we'll rest briefly in lizard pose. You can either keep that right foot flat or open it out to the side. Untuck that back leg if you'd like to. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths. And then I want you to replant that right foot if it was opened. Tuck those back toes. Inhale first, exhale, lift that back knee and set it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep those hands where they are. Try and sneak that right foot back to plank as quietly as you can. And before we go for that vinyasa, I want you to lower down right forearm, left forearm, lift up right forearm, left. Lower down left, right, lift up left, right. Pause and plank. Few more drills here. I'm gonna open up to the right side, reach those right fingertips up, send it back down. 1 second on the other side. Let that left hand fall down. Find a strong plank, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Inhale first. Nice deep exhale before moving on to the other side. And then on your next inhale, we're sweeping that left leg up, 3-legged dog. Same thing here, even out those hips. Frontal hip bones pointed towards the mat. Inhale at the top. Exhale, crunch knee to nose. 3-legged. Exhale, twist it to the right. 3-legged. Twice more. Knee to nose. 3-legged. Twist to the right. three-legged. One more time. Crunch that knee to nose. Use the exhale to power it forward. Sweep it back up. Exhale, crunch it to the right elbow. Sweep it back up. Coming forward once more, simply just step that left foot through, opening up the right foot to 90 degrees, and you're sweeping those arms up, finding a warrior three on the other side. Same thing here, make sure that stance is nice and long. Arms reaching out to opposite directions, gaze over that front middle finger. Take a breath here. Inhale first, and then exhale, slowly drop that left hand inside that left foot. Right arm is reaching up to the ceiling. And then you're gonna inhale, reach that right arm through the gap. Exhale, power it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Go ahead and let that right hand fall. Spin the right toes forward, drop that knee, and we're on lizard on the other side. So you can untuck that foot, open up that left foot to the side. Breathe for a few breaths here. And then go ahead and plant that left foot back down on the mat, ground down through the hands, tuck the back toes, inhale first, exhale, lift that knee up and set it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, ground down through the hands, sneak that left foot back as quietly as you can, pause and plank. Shoulders on top of wrists, we're gonna lower down left forearm, right forearm, make sure the hips lower with those shoulders, and back up. Once more. And then opening up to that left side plank, left up fingertips reach to the ceiling, back to the plank, open up to that right side, back to plank, last vinyasa, exhale chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog, and exhale downward facing dog. Good, go ahead and drop those knees off. Find tabletop once more. Let's end with a little cat-cow flow, but feel free to move in whatever shape you'd like to, whether that's a traditional cat and cow like so, or maybe gazing over one shoulder then the other laterally, or just adding a few shoulder or hip movements. Match the inhales to the exhales in length and opposite in movement. And then go ahead and come into stillness, back in tabletop position. We're gonna go ahead and sit back in that seated position that we began this practice in and end it with just a few breaths. So take a little moment of quietness for yourself. Maybe flutter the eyelids closed, maybe rest the hands on the knees, or again, at heart center if that's what you prefer. Connect with the breath once more, letting it be your guide to stay present in every moment that life gives you. And then when you're ready, let's flutter the eyelids open. Move your hands to heart center if you'd like. Thank you so much for practicing with me in this yoga flow from my light to your light. Namaste. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that yoga flow. If you watched this video and liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Type a comment below. What is your favorite yoga pose? What do you like to add to your yoga classes to make them that much better? And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for more videos. Bye.